Yeah, so there's an unprecedented level of brownness in the studio today. Yeah.
Ethnicity at least, right?
John's brown, and the return of Sagar is brown. The Sagar Strikes Back. We should actually refer to you as a movie title every time. Never just simply Sagar. It's like The Sagar Strikes Back or Return of the Sagar.
Yeah.
What? That was good. That was your fucking intro, man.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, that was the sound of Duncan's juice box straw.
Well, they should have popped.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See, I had to be careful. I didn't want this Pepsi special to blow up on y'all.
Pepsi special.
I did shake it a bunch.
Did you?
That's the one that burns your fat.
That's what it says, but I think that's BS, man. I mean, the thing is, though, is that this one tastes the best out of all of them. You can't even find regular Pepsi in this country.
Are they not making
You can find regular Pepsi, can't you?
It's very difficult.
Oh, yeah,
like
it's hard.
you can
Yeah,
find
yeah.
Coke and then Coke Zero.
Yeah.
But then every convenience I go into is Pepsi, Pepsi, like it's Pepsi Special or Pepsi Next, or those occasional bullshit flavors like Pepsi Shiso.
Yeah, when is that? No summer flavors?
They haven't done that this year.
They've spared us that. Trust me on this. No, they have Pepsi flavored.
The chips.
The Cheetos.
Yes.
Pepsi flavored Cheetos. Pepsi Shua Shua Cheetos.
That can't be good.
I've seen like the Hachinoyon guys, like they find the video of everybody's reaction to trying that, and it was really bad. Yeah,
Two girls,
JJ was.
one carb.
Yeah, no, like 4 dudes, 1 bag. It was like bad news.
Oh god.
Yeah, I would not recommend it.
If it sounds like you just stumbled in on a conversation already in progress, then welcome. And it's true. Welcome to PixelJunk Radio. This is episode 35. I am John Davis. To my left is James Milkman Milky. To my right is, as always, the dapper and debonair. I can't say anything right today. Duncan D-Flit.
Yeah.
And finally, back from his really weird hiatus.
In Canada. Sagar. Yeah, you say it. You say your name the way it's meant to be said.
Sagar.
Oh, man.
Sagar.
Stick with Dave.
So, Dave.
Yeah.
So how did those really spicy Doritos I gave you yesterday work out?
Yeah. Okay. So I kind of underestimated it.
Yeah.
It took like a good 30 seconds, a minute before it actually really
kicked in, and all of a sudden, like you were pretty thirsty, right? You were trying to put something out.
Yeah. It was good.
Yeah. Have you seen these Doritos? John knows about them, but
this wasn't some ethnicity-based thing where you took the nearest Indian person. And
No.
I volunteered.
I said in like the group chat room, I said, "Hey, who wants to help me kill off these spicy Doritos?" Because like in Japan, when they have a spicy snack, they're not really spicy. They're more like tangy. They're like just a step above barbecue if you're lucky, right? So I assumed that going into this new line of Doritos, spicy hot Doritos. And the first time I had one, because I have a high tolerance for spicy food, the first time I had one of these chips, I was like, okay, that tastes spicy. But, like it wasn't until I dogged like 5 of them, in quick succession that I was like, oh, I'm in trouble now, right? And the funniest thing about that is once you spend after you spend the next 25 minutes getting past that, surviving that, because it's like you just start drinking water and that just makes it worse, And I can't do that whole drink milk thing because I'm lactose intolerant. That'll just end my day. But like what I do is I take the bag, what's left, and I start asking other people if they want to,
It's like,
try
I've had
this.
my 5 chips.
Try these.
Yeah.
They're delicious.
Yeah, and I keep on buying them for some reason. I think like, oh, well, I can handle like a chip an hour, But this one day, I was just not in the zone for this. So Sagar volunteered, and he walked into the minefield of Doritos spicy hot chips.
You were cool, or you were crying and shit? Or?
Not crying, but the nose started to run and the eyes got a little moist. It was good.
Yeah,
It was a solid punch.
it was a
You
challenge,
guys are
right?
like this.
They were
The Japanese
challenging.
people, the 128 million Japanese out there on the street, they can't be enjoying this.
Yeah, I don't know who these were made for.
Right.
No, but you get numb after a while, and that's when it starts to feel nice. Kind
No,
of. It's a weird
that's
thing.
not nice. That
Yeah.
wasn't. That's,
That's
not
like
nice.
tequila.
Maybe
Really,
it's
isn't it?
because
I
I
mean,
don't. They didn't really seem. Maybe I need to just
You-
shove. Like,
you,
a
you,
big
you need to
mouth
taste them.
Shiv
You need
them
to like
up, yeah.
eat them. You
Yeah.
need to
Because
lick your
I
lips.
eat chips,
What kind of logic is that? One is fucked up, so I'm going to eat 20.
No, I didn't feel like one was fucked
What?
up.
No, yeah.
You need to just
yeah.
you just need to consume a whole bag and see how it feels.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
you
I
know.
don't even feel get through a whole bag.
I told you, I don't.
It's a
can't-
tough bag. It's a
It's
tough
tough.
bag.
Like, I didn't finish the bag, to be honest.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
kind of passed it around.
Does
a little bit as well.
Does it burn coming out?
No.
No.
No, that's all right.
No, it's not.
It's all
not
good then.
proper spicy.
Yeah, no, it's legit.
All right.
We can now finally
We can use that word
bask
again.
in the word legit
We
because
can.
Cigar's bringing it back.
Yeah, oh wow, it's
It's too legit to quit, man.
it's dented. It's pretty cool.
It's part of the design.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it
so
matches
for,
the
for
actual.
people who don't
He's-
understand what's
yeah.
going on here, Cigar is drinking a can of, what is it, shochu?
This is Chuhai.
Chuhai. And so it's like fruit flavors mixed with a little bit of alcohol there. And the can itself is actually, it's almost like
Hear us putting the cans down.
polygonal. It's like, it's got this
low poly.
pattern. Yeah, it's low poly can.
Stuff
This
in
is
the-
scales in Japanese design. This is scales as in a snake or a fish, and they protect things. So if you see a kimono with this design on it, the lady wearing it is protected.
Oh, really?
That's
Against
the-
snakes?
that's the
So
motif.
anybody wearing a kimono of this pattern, I can just throw a whole bunch of snakes at her?
Well, the idea is that the snakes would recognize one of their own.
Oh,
She's
really?
dressed like a snake. That's the
Clever.
idea.
Is that the idea behind the Hibiona?
The Hebion, what you got?
The
This
snake
has
one.
been a long time coming.
Oh, thank you.
Well,
I can
damn.
actually use this
Okay,
right
where's
now because
mine?
I'm running
Where's-
dry.
where's
Yeah, where's
mine?
my money, man?
He earned his because
Yeah.
he had to hot foot it from
I was
Haneda
shitting my
to.
pants that hour kind of.
No,
We just saw an exchange of currency between the yucated Duncan and the non-yucated Sagar.
Metal Gear shirt. Yeah. So what happened was last year, as I was flying out back home, I went from Osaka Airport, Itami, to Haneda.
I'm already bored, man.
Point is, it was the wrong airport, and I had to take like a 30-minute bus ride. But I didn't know about it, so I had to figure it out on the spot, and it was a big.
And I bought the ticket, so that's why I'm the guilty party. I've only been here like 12 years, so I should know really. I didn't look at the transfer. I just assumed
It was gonna work,
Yeah, it was
right?
going
Yeah.
to be fine.
Yeah.
And then I got this tweet. Fuck, I'm at the wrong airport.
Yeah, I remember that story.
I
That was a
didn't
long
realize
time
until
ago.
like kind of late because there was an international wing to Haneda.
Yeah, there is.
So I
Yeah,
took
yeah.
the local bus to that wing, which took like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And there, I realized that all the flights are Asian, and
You're
none of them are
chilling.
going
Yeah,
out of the
yeah.
area.
Wait, were you supposed to? What airport were you supposed to be? at?
Narita.
Oh shit!
That's a panic move. I've
Yeah.
done that. I've been in New York at like JFK, and then I realized I had to be at LaGuardia, and I'm like, oh shit, this is a bad thing.
And they don't build them close together, do they?
No, they don't usually build two airports next to each other.
Let's build it next door. That would be
Yeah.
nice for those
They
people.
kind of have that in Montreal, but it's not that far away.
Ah.
But they should. I never.
So you've been gone for what? Okay, you want to do it like
Oh,
this?
yeah,
We're on
yeah.
a
Oh,
roll.
yeah, no, he's right,
What?
he's right.
Sorry,
he's right.
sorry. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
This was your plan.
I know,
Yeah,
but we
yeah.
just kind of got into this. So I figured, like, fuck it. But anyway, John wants to talk about games and shit.
Do you,
All right,
yeah,
go
do you
ahead.
have any up-to-date games?
Oh yeah,
You guys are the worst.
Is there anything?
Motherfucking
Yeah.
segues.
Is there?
I've been sitting
Oh,
here.
you want a segue? Here's your segue.
Yeah.
Oh, is there anything interesting happening on the PixelJunk front this week, John?
Kiss my ass.
Well, you had your chance. You had your
That's a yes,
chance.
then.
You better hurry. You better hope this is recorded.
I'm going to buy a Vita in 2 weeks.
I ain't doing it
You're
a
gonna buy a
second
Vita
time.
in 2
What?
weeks?
Really?
Vita.
Fist
Like-
bump?
To play games on?
Just to play monsters.
Oh.
Oh!
Snap.
Yeah, right.
Because Monsters is coming out on the 30th.
PixelJunk Monsters
Already?
Ultimate HD,
Ultimate HD.
which we've co-developed in partnership with 011. They did all the they did all the conversion coding and optimizing and making it special for the PlayStation Vita. And as a longtime Vita owner and player, I'm really looking forward to this as well, because it is definitely, honestly, the best version. It's got all the content of the PSP version, but it's got all the high-def, high-resolution, high-animation graphics of the PS3 version. So it's like the best of all worlds into one awesome portable package. Because I don't have as much time to sit down in front of a TV anymore and play games. So it's nice to be able to have this to go. I got chillins. I got chillins coming. So you know,
you got a game on the toilet.
I got a game when I can game. If I can game on my bicycle, get 30 seconds worth, you know, by the end of the day I might get an extra 5 minutes in.
And Monsters is pretty good for that. You know, you can just play a little bit, put it down.
And it's great because now with the Vita, you could just pause it kind of with the OS, and you could get back in anytime you want.
Yeah,
so.
but the cool thing about this one is that it's got online play.
Oh,
Straight up online play, so I can play.
Up, yeah.
When we were developing this, we were playing it in Kyoto with people at the development team in the UK.
Oh.
Yeah. So apparently, and this is before my time, but according to Dylan, the PSP version actually had this too, but not as many people as we would have liked actually had the PSP version, so they didn't discover that.
Knowing the PSP, I'm sure a lot of people had it.
Oh yeah. Well, there's that, but anyway, so the Vita version actually is playable. It's online, so you can actually get your co-op on with people in Asia, Europe, North America. It's going to be awesome. Yeah.
oh wow.
Do we have a price point, John?
It's $15.
Yeah, it's $15.
Yeah. I think it's like £13 or £12 or 12 euros,
right.
something around there.
Yeah. But it's a very reasonable price considering all the content that's in there.
Yeah, it's basically everything. So everything and nice HD graphics. So
Cool.
Yeah.
check it out, pick it up.
And we added we optimized and we tweaked some things so that it's
Which was
more
fun.
playable than ever.
Yeah.
So it's looking good. It's looking good. What else you got in your bag of tricks?
I got more monsters.
More monsters?
That's why I tell the ladies.
Where?
Reach in,
Yeah.
grab a monster.
We got to make a detour, lady. No, I've got Monsters Online is updating. It should be updating as we speak right now.
Yeah.
We'll have new maps there.
It's a little bit of a small delay because like the guy in charge was having a baby.
Oh, Takashi-san.
Yeah.
Takashi-san, for anyone who is on our Monsters Testers group, they will know Takashi Akito he's the lead designer for Monsters Online, and his wife just recently had a baby.
He had a son.
He had a son.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I was working with him, and then he disappeared the next day. I'm like, what happened? And then the day after, bang, he's back. He's got it. Well, a couple of days after, he's back. And he's got
That's how it works,
baby.
That's how babies work.
Yeah.
You disappear for a day.
It's cool. I was happy for him because his first child is a girl, and his daughter is like similar in age, a little bit younger than my daughter, and then his second kid is a son, and then as I found out somewhat recently, my second child is going to be a boy as well. So it's like we've got all this parallel stuff going on. We're going to be high-fiving each other on the sun tip.
Like daddy.
Bro,
I guess you do a buddy cop movie.
Yeah, we're gonna get
Daddy
matching.
cop movie.
We're gonna get matching T-shirts.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm sure you already have matching t-shirts.
It's a club. Yeah,
'Cause if you have
you can join. All you need to do is have a kid.
have 2 kids
Have 2 kids
in 4 days.
in 4 days, girl. Here's there are some sayings in this world which are. There's one saying in particular which is absolute bullshit. Yeah, and I know it's very positive thinking, but you know that the term, where there's a will, there's a way. That is absolute bullshit. If you wanted to have a son and a daughter tomorrow, not going to happen.
Adopt.
Nope. Even that process would take quite a long
I could
time.
steal some children.
No,
That wouldn't actually be your son.
Not if you're Madonna or someone like that, and you have the resources to make that shit happen in Malawi. If you flew in Malawi and turned up a couple of $1 million, you'd have 2 kids.
Yeah, I could. There you go. There's a will, there's a way.
I'm talking about
This guy's just-
having children.
Physically, that's impossible.
You shrank the goalpost there a little bit. I understand what you're saying.
You remove the goalpost.
I can completely paint another scenario if you want me to.
And I don't want to delve into John's private life, but he could well have got someone pregnant 4 years ago that he doesn't remember something.
That's true. But
Bam.
And they turn up tomorrow.
okay.
Please don't.
That's a sliver. I don't know if that's a force of will though, more than a like, oh, you fucked up. That's a you fucked up situation, not a force of will. So
At
here,
some
let's
point,
see.
my will is involved.
Let's think about this. If my 3-year-old daughter wanted to lift that building, that 15-story building, up with her bare hands, where's the will?
Well, you can't use that phrase when it
It's
refers to
too
things that
physically
are like
impossible.
impossible.
What are you are you the arbiter of like how I can use this phrase?
In this case, yes.
No.
I don't think anyone. Hey, Duncan, you want to fly? When there's a way, dude. If you want to fly by yourself, it's like that Key and Peele sketch, man.
What?
You can fly.
Yeah. No, you can literally fly. Children, open your windows. Yeah. No.
Green Ranger.
I think that statement in large is overrated. Sagar, yes. If you want to go to earn your master's degree, I believe where there's a will, there's a way.
That was correct.
But
Okay,
if you want to punch a hole through the earth straight through to China, I don't think it's happening.
No.
No.
Unless you're Superman.
It's Fukushima right now.
Somewhere.
Man. You just pretend that was your punch.
Oh yeah, totally right.
Yeah. So there's an update from Monsters Online.
Oh
Yeah, monsters,
Anyway,
yeah.
where there's a will,
Yeah.
Where there's a will, there's no
monsters.
update.
Yeah,
Anything
yeah.
more?
So tell the people about what's happening with PixelJunk Eden. It's a phenomenal opportunity.
Surely John doesn't have any news about PixelJunk Eden.
Oh, he does have news about PixelJunk Eden.
All right.
More games. Wow.
Ah.
So it's Steam sale. I got 8 games so
Eight
far.
games.
We don't want to know about what you bought.
I don't
and
like
backlogged
y'all's pressure
on-
telling me
on-
I gotta
on-
talk about stuff.
You're
can't
the
deal
one.
with the
You're the
pressure.
one with this list. You're the one with this fucking list.
So I remember it.
All right, I'm gonna tell people. PixelJunk Eden on Steam
Okay.
is 80% off.
80%.
80% off if you
Say
buy
words, son.
if you buy the Bion soundtrack bundle. It's $3. Actually, it's $2.99.
It's $2.99. Yeah.
Right, so
Damn.
that's you can buy the game separately for $2.49, or you can buy the bundle for $2.99. Normally, together,
How
this
many
bundle
quarters
is like
12?
it's like $15, but
That's
for
insane.
$3, it's not even like it's like
It's
half
like
the
3 songs.
That's not even like half the cost of a Happy Meal. You can have this great game and this amazing soundtrack.
I tried to look up the cost of a Happy Meal because I wanted to tweet that it was cheaper than a Happy Meal. So
Yeah.
I went
That's
to
gotta be- it's
McDonald's
gotta
site.
be.
Most Happy Meals are like
Must be cheaper
$6 and over.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah,
'Cause
for real.
I haven't bought a Happy Meal. in,
Dude, going to McDonald's
20
is an
years.
investment these days.
25 years. And I don't have children to buy Happy Meals for. So I went to the website. You cannot figure out, like the McDonald's website does not have pricing for their food
That's strange.
because they price food.
Because each franchise
Each
is
franchise
different.
chooses.
So it's free
Right.
pricing.
So I couldn't find out how much a fucking Happy Meal
I can't
costs.
believe that this is actually like a revelation, though. It's not like there's McDonald's standard pricing anywhere.
Well, because there's the Big
In
Mac
Japan
index,
it
isn't there?
is.
And the
Huh?
Economist. The Economist uses the Big Mac index. So Big Mac constituents like the beef and the lettuce and the mayonnaise and shit are generally sourced domestically. So it's if you
You're
price
taking this to some next level
Well,
shit.
that-
Cool stuff.
Yeah, well,
Keep going,
like currency, pound, yen, that sort of thing. So if you look at Big Mac pricing in developed economies,
Yeah.
it'll give you a better idea of what your currency will buy. Than
I
This
use
is an
the chocolate
approximate.
bread
I mean,
to,
like the sandwiches are usually around $3.50,
yeah.
around there,
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
that. But there's always going to be fluctuation depending on how people price it, whether you size up, stuff like
the Big
that.
Mac
Super
index,
size.
that makes.
It's Big Mac, in the Economist magazine, Big Mac index is called.
So for dramatically less than a
Big Mac.
McDonald's set involving a drink prize, you can have PixelJunk Eden, the result of thousands of hours of toil and coding and development and artistry. It's a creation for $3.
And you get
Some
the
people
whole-
say is our best game, right? I mean, I understand Monsters. A lot of people say is our best game.
It's my favorite.
It's one of the. It's one of the.
It's the reason why I went Q, basically.
Right, Eden. Right?
Yeah. It got me hooked.
So
here-
I have to give a shout out to like Garnett Lee because Garnett like talked up Eden so much on one of yours.
And Nick Sutner,
what's his name?
Nick Sutner
Nick
also
Sutner,
super loved it.
And the Area 5 guy, God damn it.
Ryan O'Donnell.
Ryan O'Donnell, yeah.
He super loved it. I was in those very meeting rooms when they were all praising PixelJunk Eden. And I was like, what is this fascinating new indie game? But the cool thing, beyond just the low price, in case you don't actually already have Eden, is that we've been working on creating PixelJunk Eden trading cards, badges, emoticons, and wallpapers for your Steam lifestyle.
You just hit like Duncan with like 4 or 5
Bullet points,
shots.
son. Bullet points.
Pow, pow, pow.
So yes, they're already in submission at Valve, and they're looking everything over. But if everything goes according to plan, these trading cards should be up within the next few weeks, I reckon, possibly even sooner than that. So if you get PixelJunk Eden now,
you get your cards.
You get your cards on later. You know, it's like if you don't have PixelJunk Eden, which would you rather buy it at? $15, $3?
Seriously.
Okay, that's a major discount. So, just putting it out there.
Or you could buy it for 15 and give us more money, but I mean,
I imagine you can't buy it for 15, can you? If it's on sale.
yeah.
I mean, you
Oh,
could,
no, not now,
like,
but I mean, you can
after
wait.
the
And
Steam
then,
sale.
You could wait.
You have until
Sunday.
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 Yeah.
Sunday.
But if you want, or you have to wait until after Sunday if you want to pay full price.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
how
yeah.
we should
exactly.
position it.
Monday's your day.
You wanna
Yeah.
give us-
Get
you
your
wanna give us
$15 ready.
money?
Monday.
And $15 really is still a very low price for all that stuff. So
You get the
$3
soundtrack
is
with it, too.
ridiculous.
That's
the
what people
soundtrack.
forget.
It's 15 for the bundle, and
Yeah.
then it's normally, well, I should say it's $14.99 and then $9.99 for the game.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
people forget that soundtrack. It's a killer
Yeah,
soundtrack.
seriously, right? You pay 15 and Brian will come around your house and hum it to you, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Like some of those songs aren't really hummable though. He's gonna have to be like swoosh, 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 swoosh. I really love that soundtrack. That made me want to meet Bion, and then I got that one off my bucket list. So
You're not running.
Oh, not again.
no, I love Bion, but I have the soundtrack, so I can deeply and passionately recommend that soundtrack.
I agree. All right, my list is done.
Yeah, your list. Yeah,
Following it up.
yeah, your list is done.
All right.
All right, so like what we want to hear about this week is Sagar. What have you been up to? It's been about like probably around 10 months since you left here an intern and you came back a man.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So he does have more hair.
You do have more hair
It's just because I forgot my shaving kit at home. I'll have to buy one
at home in Canada.
Yeah, in Canada. Like
Really?
I shaved the morning I left and I forgot to put
It was
it
like
back.
that was the only
Understand,
one you were ever going
You
to
made a
own.
mistake in
Yeah.
that sentence. It's not your home. This is your home.
That's right. Move now.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, like all your emo Facebook posts and stuff. You were like, yeah, cleaning my room for the last time. I
Hey.
thought you were like on death row.
Hey!
Like death row. What a brother know.
What?
It was my first I got no excuse for
Yeah,
that.
Dylan was like, I hope you guys get some awkward silences. Ping.
But yeah, so I was just finishing up school. That's the reason why I had to go back. Got that done in December. The school wouldn't want to print my diploma till May, so that's why I got stuck in Canada for that long.
What kind of bullshit regulation is that? You graduated.
I finished all my classes.
Finished school.
Yeah.
In December.
Yeah.
And then
Mid-December, yeah.
and to come work in Japan, based on your college degree, you actually need the physical diploma. Like a note from the principal is not going to do it, right?
Yeah.
So
We tried.
January, February, March, April,
Yep.
May, 5 fucking months.
Yep.
What Canada?
I don't
Come
know if it's
on,
all
I
the
don't know.
universities, but this university only prints twice a year, once in November and once in May.
Maybe they have to warm up the printer.
Yeah, they're using one of them dot matrix printers.
Yeah.
I'm not defending them. I hate them for doing that, but it's what it was.
And then Japan won't take anything less than that official piece of paper.
yeah, I had a signed document from the school saying that I graduated and all that, handwritten for me, and nope.
Yeah.
It's kind of I don't know. It's Japan and
It's a double-edged sword. It's
Yeah.
like if you have everything that you need, it's smooth as silk here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you
Yeah.
don't have it, here, when just to put it in perspective, when I was first coming to Japan to work at Q Entertainment, right? I had about 9.5 years of tenure at Ziff Davis as a full-time employee. I had been freelancing for them on retainer prior to that for like a year and a half, but full-time matriculated member of Ziff Davis Media, I had about 9.5 years on the books. If you come to work in Japan as a foreigner, and you either have to have that college degree, but I never finished college. You either have to have that college degree and the actual diploma so that you can make a copy, send it in, blah, 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 blah. Or you need 10 full-time years in your profession. Now, 9.5 years in any company, at one company in the video game industry is a phenomenal tenure.
Like, amazing. I don't think I know anyone outside of Japan that has been in the same company for that
long, right?
Yeah.
So I was at this company for like 9.5 years. Actually, longer than that, but as I said, full time, 9.5 years. Japan, the entity, was like, nope.
You're like, oh, that's so close.
Yeah. So like, so technically, a noob out of college with the diploma
Can walk in.
can cruise right in.
Yep.
Whereas somebody with a decade's worth of practical experience is just like, nah, you don't have what it takes. Eventually, like, we managed to power through all that, but the initial first wall, the first barrier, was tremendous. And I had to wait a very similar amount of time, like you, in order to get that sorted. And I originally thought that I was going to be leaving in, like, for Japan in, like, February or March or something, but I was in the States just paying rent in San Francisco until, like, the summertime. And I was, like, not even sure when this visa was going to come through. And I was just like, yeah, that's cool. I didn't want that $3,000. I'll just pay rent and just hang out here in San Francisco and
cheap
hang
city,
out.
Right?
Yeah, not exactly a cheap
rent.
city. Yeah. So congratulations on getting your ass here.
Thanks.
So apart from treading water, what did you do? You put something together, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I was working on a little game. I was designing it in my head while I was at school. I didn't want to actually work on it because I get distracted from my actual schoolwork. So started coding it right after I was done with exams. And it's called Frequency Domain. It's a little music.
Say again.
Say it slowly.
Frequency Domain.
Frequency domain
They're
kit.
proud.
Yeah, it's just it's a name in progress kind of work. I'm not happy with the name, but anyways, what it does is it takes music and kind of makes a landscape, and you fly through it and all that, and it's color based. So
It procedurally generates the landscape based on the music.
Exactly. Yeah.
It analyzes the song prior or on the fly.
On the fly. So the advantage of being on the fly is that I could plug in any kind of audio source. So let's say like a DJ is playing and he's got an audio line out. I can stick it into my laptop and it'll just make the game happen. That's the feature I'm working on right now. Right now it just supports MP3 files, so you can pick any MP3 file you want, and it'll just make a thing out of it.
That's cool.
And the cool thing for me is the color manipulation. I'm trying to make this kind of synesthetic kind of experience. Okay. So that you kind of feel the colors through your eyes, kind of.
You're trying to take it to that synesthesia level.
Yeah, totally.
Right.
That's the goal.
Feel the colors. You're gonna have to back up a little. I don't.
Okay.
How's that different to looking at colors?
The definition of synesthesia.
You feel the sound. Is
that like you see the sound and you see the sound and you hear color. It's like a really trippy psychological phenomenon that happens to a very small amount of people. This is the thing that we always used to do at Q Entertainment, like games like Rez and Child of Eden. It's supposed to be like a synesthesia explosion, but that really is just a fancy way of saying like we put a lot of particle effects on screen and we're trying to trip you out.
Zero particles here though. Just the colors. I posted on Reddit on the synesthesia forum, synesthesia subreddit, and some of the people actually said that was what they had. Not all of them, but a couple of them. So it's going in the right direction.
Mission accomplished. Cool. And this is something for the kids out there and the adults out there.
It's free. It's on the Steam Greenlight page. There's like a download, a Dropbox download. It's free.
Steam Green.
Yeah, if you just Google Frequency Domain Game Steam, you'll find
the
page. Yeah.
So what's the game besides putting in the music and besides like it auto-generating procedurally these fantastic visuals? What is the actual game? That's what I never figured out.
Yeah, about that.
Okay, so moving on to the name, I think you should change it because like Frequency Domain reminds me of two things: frequency, and binary domain.
Oh, okay.
So it sounds like those two games in one.
I'll give you the reason why it was named that. It's because I had to create a repository, like a code database for it, so I could save it online and keep track of progress, and I had to give a name at that point in December.
Okay.
And the frequency analysis that's happening, it's literally the frequency domain of the audio data. So I just type that in.
It's not a bad name.
It's not a bad name.
I'm not happy with the name. No,
if the other games hadn't existed prior, I'd have no problems.
Yeah.
I'm just saying from a marketing perspective, if you want to avoid confusion,
No, I'm not super happy.
If anybody
with the name,
confuses this with binary domain, Lord help them.
Yeah, well,
Big Bo.
just don't name it Rise of something,
No,
of something,
Son of
of
Rome.
nations, of
Yeah.
audio nations.
One cool thing, it supports Oculus Rift.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
So,
Nice.
Yeah.
some certain enhancements in hand, an Oculus Rift, and a gaming PC is all you need
I
to
can
take
confirm
your
you don't even
own...
need the Rift if you just have some certain enhancements and you have it on a TV and you got the sound blasted in.
What do you know about enhancements? What are you
I'm
talking
just-
about? Are you
I'm-
talking about Dolby Surround Sound?
No. I'm talking other kind of enhancements.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, what do they have in Canada? Let's air this out.
Try to guess. I don't know.
They have maple syrup.
If you were jacked up on maple,
Yeah.
You're in
I'm
for a
talking
good
the hardcore maple, not that
yeah,
filtered
not
shit.
Not that watered down crap.
No.
that we get.
No, I'm not talking about the Aunt Jemima because that's
Or
mostly
that $10 shit they get here in Japan.
Yeah,
Ah.
'cause that's like-
$10 for I don't know 10 ounces.
They do have some verified maple syrup. It's in a metal can and it's written in French. That's the one that we have.
Yeah,
like
you want
our
the French
home stock.
shit.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's the good stuff.
because most maple syrup, most maple syrup is high fructose corn syrup, so you don't want that shit.
No, that's BS.
right?
No. I had like
you want
maple
the
syrup.
metal cans
Yeah.
with the French writing.
Yeah. And they're from the home.
Just take it in vain.
I need some of that. Why didn't?
I ran out of cash. I had to bring the cheese.
Thank you for the Xbox, but
Oh,
I
no
would have
problem.
taken a can of maple syrup.
I wanted to bring.
Oh shit! You were
You
right.
brought him
no,
an
you know what I was
Xbox.
gonna- I was gonna bring.
That's nice.
Yeah, I had it lighter.
He was going to bring Xboxes for all of us, but he won this one in a contest and
That's really
he
nice.
donated it to me.
Well, it was just gathering
Don't you
dust. I
have
haven't
an
used an
Xbox?
Well, your one just died,
Red
right?
Ring, remember?
Yeah, it just died.
I don't
Perfect
have one
timing.
either.
Sorry, called dibs on it.
I need to pay attention to Facebook more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to stop liking pages of women with large breasts.
Yeah. I walked over to John's computer one day, like 8 months ago, and I saw his timeline. He had his timeline up. All it was like big asses. It looked like
I
his.
cannot deny that.
It looked like his computer screen was bump mapped. Yeah. It was those big bubble butts
Yeah.
in thongs.
My wife was the other day. She's like, what are you doing? You on Facebook? Just had this fucking arse and tits on some Facebook.
Thanks,
That's
John.
my friend. He likes arse
Yeah.
and tits.
John Davis commented on that fat ass.
Yes, that is a fat arse.
Yeah.
I agree.
I can confirm.
You are. Yeah. Where's the confirm button?
So you did that game,
Went to GDC.
and what else you do? You went to New York a couple times,
I went
right?
to New York. I thought I was going to be able to go once. I went 3 times.
3 times. You're a New York addict,
Yeah, it was good.
right?
Yeah.
You had
And-
pizza or something, didn't you?
That's
recommend
all
that
thanks
you
to
went
Milky. Yeah.
Yeah.
Milky had this incredible guide of places to eat and stuff
If
to do and all that.
ever there has been a situation custom designed for you to drop the L word, this is the place.
Oh, how was that pizza?
How was that
weaned off
pizza?
it.
Yeah.
How was that pizza?
It was legit.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
It was good. No, it was seriously good. I can still feel it because it was like I can still taste it.
Yeah.
No, but it's not just the pizza. It's the fountain coke that goes with it, and it was a hot summer day.
The what comes with it?
Fountain Coke.
Fountain coke.
Fountain. What's
Yeah.
what's
That's
that
like you do push the cup up and comes out of the
alright,
thing,
so
right?
So it's watered down coke.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
But it was a hot summer day, and we went in and we got that and got a big slice, and it was really good.
That combination in New York, you're walking around, you go to this particular spot,
What was
this
this joint?
location.
Can you say it?
It's
Is
called
it-
Joe's Pizza.
Joe's Pizza.
If you've ever seen the movie Spider-Man 2 with
Yeah.
Tobey Maguire, it's Tobey
Yeah.
Maguire, right? I always get him and Elijah Wood confused. Tobey Maguire, you know, like he's a pizza messenger at the beginning of the movie. It's at that place. Joe's Pizza. It's an institution in New York City. And this is not like those famous Ray's Pizza that are all bullshit. Like, you know, those places you go in there and like the pie's been sitting there for an hour. It's all congealed. Nobody's, you know, but Joe's, it's always fresh because there's just a nonstop wave of people going in and out. It's it's like the river of life, really.
Right.
It just keeps flowing.
It's a circle of life, man.
Yeah. And like a plain cheese slice and getting a Coke, not like a bottle of the shit out of the thing, but like it's, I don't know if it's the New York water, their tap, whatever the filters are. It just, everything converges into this taste sensation. Yeah. And Sagar was the beneficiary of this knowledge.
Yeah, and it was legit.
And not just me, all my friends that were there together.
It was like
mind blown,
right?
Yeah, it's the mind blown gif kind of, right?
Yeah. With the galaxy coming out of his head. Yeah.
I love that one.
So what else did you do in New York?
Went to Indiecade. That was one of the reasons why I went again.
Oh, there you go.
First time I went with friends, then I went with Indiecade, then I went again with friends.
This is to show your work.
At that time, it was still in very early rough stages. It was really just to see Indiecade and experience it. Got to meet a ton of cool developers. Some Sony guys, Shane. Got to talk with Shane again. I met Shane once in Montreal, then again in New York. That was cool. Talked Metal Gear and stuff. That was nice.
You got a T-shirt on, right? You got a Snake T-shirt. You're rocking this.
Is that a Uniqlo shirt?
Yeah.
Did you get that at Uniqlo here or Uniqlo in Broadway, New York?
Here.
Okay.
Kyoto. The Shijo one.
Yeah, Uniqlo is always good for Metal Gear promo shirts.
Yeah, they had the 25th anniversary line, kind of. So
did you get it in the commemorative plastic Uniqlo tubes?
No.
Yeah, those are hard to find. Like only certain outlet, only certain.
Harajuku has them.
The Harajuku store they have those.
I got it from like the 500 yen bargain bin kind of thing.
There are just like clear plastic tubes with red caps.
Right.
You come over to my house next time, like I'll just give you one. I've got like a bunch.
Oh, cool! Thanks.
Yeah.
Please take some garbage.
He gave me some awesome. Actually, he gave me that Astro Boy shirt, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, that's an awesome shirt!" And it is a pretty awesome shirt. Yeah. I have to get the.
I can't say the N word on this podcast, but Ninja, you got too much stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Watch yourself. You might be the beneficiary one of these days.
I don't know.
Might leave you in my will.
Not with them 2 children. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think. What did you say earlier?
Like John gets this robot.
It was 0.0005% chance
where there's a will
of enjoying something. The Spider-Man 2 without that trailer.
Yeah, see, John's funny. He's like I sent him a trailer to the Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man 2. It's got like a preview of Electro.
Is it like a 30-second teaser?
Yeah, it's like 39-second thing of Electro.
Yeah.
And John's like, "Oh, I'm doing a media blackout on all Spider-Man 2 stuff." And I was like, "Until it comes out next year, really?" Because like the first time I experienced
it's very easy, actually.
First time I experienced this was when what was it called? The comedy? The World.
This is the end.
This is the end.
Don't
right?
tell me.
What?
Don't spoil it, please, because I
haven't seen it either. I live in Japan, fool.
Right.
But the thing is, like, I pasted a trailer.
I watched that trailer.
You were like, I don't want to see none of this stuff until you may have watched it.
Yeah,
but
I was thinking like, I want to see this movie. I don't want to see any more trailers.
I hear it's
well, when I sent you the link, you're like, I'm not watching anything about that film until I see the film. And
so you're trailer intolerant. You can't. You
spoilers intolerant.
I'm not really strict about it. It just really depends on the mood. Like sometimes I don't. They tend to put like some really good bits of movies in trailers.
The whole fucking movie, right?
That's the point of trailers, to get you hooked.
But when I watch the movie, I have the trailer in the back of my head.
Yeah.
And when these scenes appear, I'm like, there it is.
I think that you just got to strike that right balance. You know when you've had enough. But there's never a movie where I don't want to see nothing about it until
it's like a little teaser image.
Like I watched the first trailer
but they've
for
lost.
The Hobbit.
That's the thing. It's not that.
But I didn't watch any other
It goes
ones.
the step beyond.
There's two movies. One of which I had direct experience with, and the second which I only heard about. But in terms of how a trailer had a negative effect. But the one that I didn't see all the trailers leading up to the movie was Scott Pilgrim. Because they kept showing that trailers or extended trailers or extended previews at Comic-Cons and stuff like that. So by the time the movie came out, everybody who was going to go see that movie didn't go see the movie because they'd already seen it all they pieced it together at Comic-Cons, right? So that's why it was one reason why it was a major flop despite the critical acclaim. The second one the one that I saw too many trailers of was Borat. All the jokes were in
Yeah.
every trailer, and they previewed that movie for like 6 months. I was like, you know, I was expecting those to be kind of the tip of the iceberg, but when you got to the actual movie, there was very little.
You can't let people have the steak in the trailer.
Yeah, exactly.
You just you give them bread. You give them the cheesy bread from Red Lobster, and then that's it.
That's all you're getting.
Yeah,
Pacific
so.
Rim struck a good balance. I've watched pretty much everything, all of those trailers.
Yeah,
I'm still desperate
I
to see
keep
the movie.
August 8th.
Yeah.
August
You know,
8th.
I listened to that.
Bookmarked.
It's in August, yeah.
Yeah, August
Maybe
8th.
we're
I said,
very
no,
close,
wait. What?
That's a Thursday.
Is it?
Yeah, that's right. Starting on a long weekend, whatever.
You're good with the
Yeah, you're
calendar
amazing.
there.
Yeah,
That's
crazy.
These are like the Rubik's Cube calendar
When's your birthday?
configurations.
Is your birthday?
August 9th.
That's
there
a
you go.
Friday.
Yes, it is.
Oh, Namihodai, Senyen, the Umeshu place. We just found out during Gilman
Yeah.
City.
Okay.
Yeah, we were walking around with Jamin and the guys, and they were selling
Oh,
this
really?
fruit juice.
Yeah.
A Senyen Nomihodai.
Yeah, it starts at 9
that's
p.m.
dangerous.
You guys walking around Guillaume Matsuri, huh?
Yeah. Is this
I
the
have
one?
no internet.
Is this the
Blame
one?
Jamin.
Is this the one where they
Oh, I
all
have.
ignored you? And
Yes,
then
yes.
after
Oh.
they went places, they let you know. Oh yeah, we just got done there.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
we'll
was
see you in
asking Jamin all the time.
we'll see you in an hour.
And I asked him, he checked, and it wasn't there, and then he just stopped checking. If I had the interwebs, I would be checking.
Oh, that's my fault too, actually.
No, because I'm still shopping around. So
Anyway, back to Pacific Rim.
We don't.
Back to Pacific Rim.
I just wanted to
August
just-
8th.
Okay.
August 8th. Cannot
Look
wait
at
to see
you.
that. Do you know that film is like it may make its money back, but at least in the States, it's been a pretty big flop considering how much hype
Serious?
there is. Yeah, really disappointing because like the budget was like I don't know something like 190 million.
Yeah,
190 million, right?
Yeah. a lot.
So far, it's made about under 60 million.
Oh, so-
Because and the numbers alone don't tell the story. It came in third place
Who was it up
behind
against?
behind Despicable Me 2,
which
I'm like, are you serious? I saw the first one the other day because of how popular it was, but I was like, oh, this is okay.
Yeah.
Okay, children's fare, it's fine. But then it came in third behind, was it Grown Ups 2?
Oh,
The Adam
What is Grown
Sandler
Ups?
vehicle?
It's got a cast of thousands.
The old,
everyone is in it.
The old SNL guys.
Yeah.
okay.
And the first movie was
Okay.
It's got
Yeah,
funny
yeah,
parts,
yeah,
but
Right.
it's not really memorable.
Yeah.
I don't know why they made a sequel.
And
didn't know
everybody,
that existed.
like, you have to really go out of your way to find somebody who will grouse about Pacific Rim. But everybody I know personally has gone to see that and said it blows away your
Yeah.
expectations,
Yeah.
and definitely see it in 3D.
Oh, really?
And it's just like
Okay.
super fun. It's everything you've ever wanted in one of these giant robot kaiju style movies,
Yeah.
right? So I can't wait for August 8th. I don't think I could possibly overhype myself for this one.
I watched the trailer, and the only thing that put me off was the GLaDOS voice. Because I've played Portal a bunch, and
Oh, the mind meld complete that thing.
yeah, the robot voice.
Yeah.
I don't even
And it
know
just-
about that.
No,
I mean, like I've
literally
played,
GLaDOS.
dabbled in
Why
Portal,
does that
but
put you? That
Because
should be more like
because I see this like that kind of post-apocalyptic kind of aliens coming down, and then you hear GLaDOS, and I equate GLaDOS with cake and funny and puzzles.
yeah,
and Portal.
I'm not hearing that.
And
Is it actually the same voice actor? or something?
Literally, it's it was weird. It was
No,
the
I'm
same.
not saying like does it
Cigar's
sound
like-
exactly
No, I
like
think
Guys
it's
slapping
the person?
slapping
I'm
cake out of
pretty
her
sure. I
mouth.
think
Like
I
they
think
can only
that's-
do one thing.
Yeah.
Robot voice.
Don't ever get used to watching anime because every voice actor does everything ever in Japan. Okay.
No, I have I do watch anime, and I know it's the same stuff all over the place.
I'm
Well,
excited
it's
this
also
summer. We got
American animation. It's pretty much the same.
Yeah, a
So,
lot of
yeah,
the same
same.
But
voices.
that's why there's good. You start to find
Is
the
Kyoto
good people.
Animation near here?
Kyoto.
Kyoto Animation?
I
Kyoto
don't
animation?
know about
Yeah.
a specific Kyoto entity of animators.
They've done like really
Sounds
good
like
stuff.
it
I
is,
forget the
though.
list of stuff, but it's really good stuff.
Okay, well, you
It's
find
called
that list and
Kyoto
you
Animation?
let us know
All
about
right.
that
Is the
list.
name of the
Lucky
company?
Star is one of them, but I can't remember the
Lucky Star?
Comedy? Never mind.
Okay.
Slapstick.
Let me just find out for you.
The
I'm
name
excited
of the
this
studio
summer.
is Kyoto Animation.
Kyoto.
It's called Kyoto Animation, and they're in Kyoto.
Well, I hope so. That'd be real ironic if they're in like,
Hey, we have
you
universities.
know, yeah.
We have universities
Kobe.
in Montreal that are called Université de Laval, and they're not in Laval.
Why do you have to get all pretentious on us?
I'm just
Start
saying
speaking
from
French.
experience.
Yeah.
The little experience I have. I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
Every 7 minutes.
How ironic.
Exactly.
It's in Uji City.
What's
Kyoto,
that?
Kyoto Prefecture, but Uji City. Uji City is to the south of Kyoto. So it's not in Kyoto City.
What have they done?
They've done good stuff, I think.
Oh, unless that's their shop. Hang on.
Speaking of Kyoto, we should mention that we have been we've pretty much nailed down. We are now actually applying for the location, the venue for Bit Summit 2.
Yes.
Yeah. We have actually searched high and low. We've looked at places. We've looked at places near Nintendo, but that wasn't a good location because it's so far out of the way.
Yeah, totally.
And we looked at the Kyoto International Convention Center, and we looked at
Which was awesome.
Toei Gamura. So if you wanted to
Which was
go see like Power Ranger kind of like Kamen Rider style characters like more than you've ever seen in your life, that's the place to go. We've looked at a lot of places, but we have settled on a place.
So this is a world exclusive kind of.
No, we're not. I'm not going to explain what the place is just now. We'll save it for later. But we think we've nailed it down, and I have a pretty strong vision for what the event is going to look like.
Heads will explode.
Yeah. I can't wait. I was so pissed I've missed the first one.
Dude, you can't even imagine what this one is going to be like. It's just I've got just this idea that's going to make it so cool.
Yeah.
Very
How
stoked.
awesome is it going to be?
It's going to be. It's going to be
your console.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you said how soon is it going to be?
That too. Sure. Yeah.
Well, if everything goes according to plan, we're looking at March 8th and 9th of 2014.
Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday.
Bit Summit got it 2 days.
Yeah, so it actually expanded to twice the size of the previous event.
That's huge.
Yeah.
And you don't really have any competition in the country, do you? Even that TGS doesn't really have anything.
TGS is a public event, and Bit Summit 2, we're actually in discussions with a very key potential partner about making this a public event as well. But there will still be a large portion of it will be industry only.
Oh.
But yes, I mean there are a lot of independent events in Japan, but this one is particularly geared towards getting like mass media exposure. So it's going to be cool.
And the scale of it, yeah. No, it's really exciting.
We had fun last time.
Yeah, it was good times. We came out of it looking like champs, I think.
Oh, totally.
I think the Polygon piece was really good.
Yeah, the human
angle.
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys did
They
some.
stopped doing that.
It was because it was a deal with Microsoft to produce a certain
right,
amount.
okay.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
Christopher will talk
shame.
about
I wouldn't say they ran out of cash. They had a specific budget to create the series.
The series, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they'll need to get more to continue on.
They'll need to get more budget.
You went to Microsoft, right? Just for a look-see.
All right.
You're so embarrassed. You just look like Michael Jackson. You're like, oh, Duncan.
No. Microsoft thing. It's what I did wasn't right.
Duncan, I'm a lover, not a
Right.
fighter.
It wasn't right.
I don't believe it.
I went to visit Jake from 17-Bit and
Right.
Zach, who are in Seattle, right?
Yeah.
And Microsoft does these interviews where they will fly you out to Seattle Redmond to do an interview. So
Nothing wrong with a free trip.
yeah. I'll be completely honest. I was not interested at all in any Microsoft position, but it was a free trip.
Right.
So I did the on-campus interview at the university. Passed that. It was way too easy. And then they flew me out. And
What makes an interview easy?
the questions are stupid.
What makes a question stupid?
They're too basic.
What makes it basic?
Give us one of the questions. Let's see
Yeah.
if we can answer it. Let me
All
see if I
right,
can get
so-
that free flight.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can
Free flight and $75 a day for food.
Ooh.
Now that was rich times, man.
You
That
were
was
like
rich.
supersizing that Happy
I
Meal
paid
like no
for-
I
problem.
paid $75
I
a week.
I paid
Yeah.
Jake's lunch and I paid me, Jake, and Kaylin's lunch.
You're like-
dinner. It
you're
was
like-
crazy. I had like cash to like up my wazoo for
Ooh.
food, but yeah. So what do you? The question was a linked list. How do you have a linked list and just reconnect it if you delete an element from the linked list? So a linked list is basically you got a list of
Guess I'm
items.
not
We're
getting
not
that free
going.
flight.
No, you've got a list of. Let's say you've got information, right? Blocks of information.
Are you
You've got a
feeling out
list
your
of them. You
cheat
got a
sheet,
bunch of them.
Duncan?
A linked
Crib
list is
notes?
just
Here's a pencil.
linking them together. So you connect one to the other, you connect one to the other, you connect one to the other, right?
Okay.
So what he was asking is, if you delete one of the ones in the middle,
Right.
how do you complete the connection with the ones that were disconnected from? So you just basically take the arrow and reconnect it to the other end.
So
That's
you
what I was
basically,
going to say.
you
That's what I was
basically,
going to say.
If I drew a picture,
Cigar
it would
just
be,
basically
So it's like
blew up Microsoft's spot because anybody listening to this podcast is like, I'm going to apply for that position. I want to go to Seattle. Pearl Jam's playing.
Yeah.
The actual on-site interview was proper, but I mean, the one where they,
it was the we got to filter out these motherfuckers that don't know what linked lists are.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I got a free trip. Got to meet Jake. Got to hang out at the studio. Got to play Skulls. I got to play Galaxy before it was even announced back in November.
Perks.
So it was good stuff.
Perks.
Yeah, it was really good.
Galaxy,
by the way, great stuff.
What position would it have been if you would have been interested? Just a general programming
owner
within the Windows team. So
Windows.
yeah,
That's great. So you get to work on Windows 8 reboot or whatever it is.
Whatever, but do not want to touch that with a 10-foot pole. No.
Wow.
Yeah, I really like that Dead Space. That was like a really. I could hear the fog rolling in. It was like
enjoy the silence, man. It's good. You can get out.
It's Windows team.
It was like Windows team.
What do you say?
I'm sure there's good people there, but you know.
It's funny how things change. 20 years ago, everyone would be like, "Oh, fucking hell, Windows! You're working on Windows, awesome."
Oh my god!
But games.
Now it's like.
But games. Right?
Yeah, butt games.
Butt games.
You wanted to play butt games.
Yeah. Well, you're in the right.
I don't know about 20 years ago. What was that like Windows 95? I don't think anybody would have been.
Dude, you have to get in on 95 so that you can be there for XP. Japan been using XP for like 15 years.
It's all about Windows 98.
98
98
love.
It's best for gaming. And so
there'll be many high fives for Windows 98.
Yeah, that was definitely one of the lamest high fives I've ever seen.
I don't know. I like 7. It works for me.
Yeah.
Let's that's.
My first PC was a Windows 98, so.
Yeah,
This
is a fun talk. Like, what's your favorite operating system?
All right, let's talk about booty.
Let's talk about going home. Yeah. When you're done chewing your wrist off, can you chew mine off?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus. So anyway, welcome back, Sagar.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
I'm glad you didn't take the Microsoft bugs there.
I could have, but no.
Microbugs.
No, I'm not interested.
The microbugs.
Yeah.
You took the microbugs, I think.
You actually did take the microbucks.
I did, but I didn't give anything in return, right?
Yeah.
Right.
You got a free trip to Japan.
Yeah.
What, Japan?
Here.
Oh, here. Yeah. But I mean, yeah. I'm actually working, so.
Yeah.
Well, we hope to see good things out of you.
Oh, yeah. And I'm not working on the ink team, so that's...
Well, I don't know if you were just celebrating that or
yeah, because you did this.
I did this. It's a bittersweet. No. I love ink. Actually, I kind of almost.
We may have to. We're getting to that point where you're going to start saying that working at Q is like kind of like when your grandmother died.
No.
So John may have to edit this whole thing out because you're about to go off rails on this.
I'm not repeating that incident. No.
Yeah.
No.
A couple more cans of that shit, and you will be. Duncan, were you there for that?
No, I'm sorry to hear about your grand.
Or was it your grandmother that you're talking about?
No, it's like my cousin.
Oh, cousin, yeah. That was his like when John and I and Sagar first started working at Q. You know, they had a Nomi guy after about a month.
Akangay guy.
Oh yeah,
and
he did the speech.
And he got up there and gave a speech, and
I heard about the speech.
It was a passionate, like. It was beautiful.
You're a passionate guy, right?
He was like,
if I don't care, I won't do it.
I can't express how happy I am to be at Q Games because it reminds me a lot about when my cousin died. And it's like that. And everybody, you want to talk about silences?
Yeah.
Fortunately, like half the crew didn't understand what the hell Sagar was saying, but the half of us that did were like, "What the fuck are you saying?"
Did Sagar go first?
No, I went first.
You went first.
I was the last one.
Yeah, you were the last.
I was the last one. Yeah. It was a bad finish.
Yeah.
You get another chance tomorrow night, right?
Yeah, tomorrow night's the welcome party for
you again,
Doug and Morton too, right? Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, so Doug and Morton, programmers on the team.
Yeah.
Well, good luck.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Don't be so morbid.
No. That's being all cut out.
Yeah.
It's okay. I felt you though. During your speech, I was like, I see where he's going. At first, I was like, interesting.
Yeah.
At the end, you brought it back to
I gotta thank John. When he described what happened on the podcast after I left about the whole balcony incident with the morning after with my last week in Kyoto, he was a total bro. He took care. He stayed on the balcony. He slept on the goddamn floor on the wooden thing the entire night without a blanket or nothing.
There's no context here.
Okay, so
yeah.
very very briefly, Sagar came out drinking with me right before he left,
And he couldn't hold his liquor.
and he met some
people.
French people, and then he just went. And I turned my back for a second, and then I looked back, and he's pretty smashed. And
You made sure he didn't pull a Hendrix.
Yeah,
exactly.
I didn't.
That's exactly
Wait, did
what
I
he
talk
did.
about the bathroom?
Yeah, I think you did. Yeah. Well, basically, all the solids got out.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? Hey,
right.
so anyway, about Windows 7, you were saying.
See, look, you can't. We go from one extreme to the next, and you just can't.
You gotta finish the stream. Yeah. So
That's TMI for the audience.
there was a
man.
futon there for me, and I was on the goddamn futon, like super comfy,
Yeah.
on the side, and he was on the goddamn wooden floor the entire night. Just making sure I was okay.
Well, I didn't want you to die. It would been I was worried about you, man. And I was, kind of drunk myself. Well, very drunk myself. So
But you're
actually, Andy and
Andy and Paul,
Andy and Paul were there. And
they walked away.
They were like piecing out.
But I used to. But full disclosure, I lived at that place. This is after I moved out, so I was there visiting my old housemates at this guest house. And they have a nice balcony, like on the 4th floor, and that's where we were all drinking. So, I just once I got Sagar out of the bathroom, it took forever to get his ass out the bathroom, man. I'm saying, man.
I remember seeing the pictures.
There were pictures?
Yeah. There's there's not pictures of that.
There's pictures of you on the ground.
There's pictures of us.
All right. That's fine.
Somebody took a picture of me.
What did these French people do to you? Absinthe? Or?
No, just talking to them.
They just talk to you and you get
enthusiastic,
drunk.
No, he didn't eat. He didn't eat proper.
I had like a McD's. Every time I eat McD's, it just messes me up.
There's a pattern there. I think.
Sorry?
There's a pattern there, isn't there?
Yeah, pattern. Yeah, definitely.
Sorry, a pattern.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes.
A pattern.
Yeah.
A pattern. Yeah.
A pattern.
Pattern.
Yeah, man, no problem, man. That's what you do. I don't leave soldiers behind. Unlike other people who aren't on this podcast today.
Milky. Oh.
Don't what?
Oh.
The
No, Milky, not Milky. He's talking about Pauline.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he
I'm
pointed that way.
This guy here.
No, I was pointing
He was pointing into
to a
the
desk.
distance.
To a desk.
In the distance.
Yeah.
People don't have your back.
Yeah.
Ignore me. Don't stand me up, man. Never. That would you ignore / ignore.
I just try and avoid you completely when you're drinking.
That's not a bad. No, it depends on the mood.
I just don't want to contribute to your
No, as long as
eventual
you're
downfall.
positive. I'm positive.
Oh, yeah,
I'm very
yeah.
reflective.
coming tomorrow?
yeah,
Okay.
like kind of like, man, you look good with that drink. You should put it in you.
I like that.
Yeah.
I got no.
See that girl over there? She don't look so good now, but 3 drinks from now, she gonna look great. That's
You
positivity.
are a wingman that I can
Yeah.
use.
Yeah.
You get beer goggles?
Yeah.
Does that actually happen to you?
Oh, yeah.
Who does it not?
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
What?
Really?
Shit. After 8 drinks, you look good.
Yeah.
As
So
long
what
as
do you think about
as long as
Sagar?
you don't go home with
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
You know,
I guess.
I make a very that doesn't happen. So
Okay. Well, now
Yeah,
we're
just trying
talking
to wrap
about
it up.
theoreticals. so-
theoreticals, yeah, rhetorical questions and stuff.
Okay. Well, I'm out.
All right.
Got a guy at home.
Milky's
to,
dropping.
That's it.
That's his member.
I dropped the mic.
All right, gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
As always, very very interesting. Duncan.
Duncan, thank you for coming in.
No worries.
Is that a... No, that's not a Jimbe. It's not a Jimbe.
Somewhere.
Really,
Ah.
Cigar?
So
This is the after the podcast.
I'm trying to figure out what it is. Cause
Yeah, figure it out after.
Shut your face.
Sorry.
All right. Yeah. So catch us in 2 weeks. We'll have the gamer crew. Maybe we'll bring Sagar back.
Cigar's a gamer.
Yeah.
Bring him in for that.
I played them games.
He's always good for talking about stuff.
Actually, maybe he could take my place.
Oh,
Yeah.
No.
and take all our places.
yeah.
So Cigar, when you come in here, you have to make sure to press both of these buttons. Okay?
Because
Okay.
John doesn't do that
Yeah.
very well.
Yeah.
There's at least a 35% chance that this podcast won't actually be recorded.
Yeah.
No, I'm not even joking. This is not a joke.
I know.
And that tomorrow John's gonna be like throwing his headphones on the table and I'll be like, what? He's gonna be like, the podcast didn't record.
Yeah.
It's like, can you do it again? I'm like, no, I can't capture that lightning twice, son.
So
I got 99 problems, but a second podcast ain't one.
leave tomorrow, just in case.
I'm just so busy. All right.
All right, man.
All right, push those buttons right. Let's end this before it gets to the 60-minute mark.
Yeah.
All right, thank
It's
you.
not even an hour.
We'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Peace.
Peace.